All right, and good morning. So you hear that squeak? So we got the mic pretty accurate on our reading, and we are using the 1 to 2 mics, checking the diameter that we're turning down on the stainless pump shaft we're making. So it's 1 and 50 plus another 20. So we're at 1 and 170 on this turn down so far. And this is the old shaft, and it's just regular steel. New shaft is stainless, as you can see. Magnets stick right to it. No stick at all. So that's what we want with the upgrade. So we're turning it down to 1/8" or 1 and 125 thousandths. And this is where the old seal rode, you could see it started to eat into the shaft a little bit. And when I mic'd it with my 0 to 1 mics here, I got about 1 and 122, so about 3 thousandths under 1 and 125, so that fit us bad, hence the making of the new shaft. Now I'm also going to have to turn this front part down, because that's where the impeller fit is. The impeller will slide onto here, and this is 7/8 or 875, and this is the impeller for this pretty short pump shaft. So it'll sit on the end of it like that, and it has a keyway in the impeller. We already have a stainless key here, so on the new shaft we'll cut a keyway just like this, so the key can sit in there and it all can go together. And of course this end is tapped because there's a bolt that holds and a washer that holds the impeller onto that fit. And there is another drill and tap side on the other side because it has a certain coupling that takes a washer on the end of the shaft and it sits into a coupling, but we don't have that here. That is out at the job site. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm already turned down a 1/170, so I'm going to take another pass with coolant, of course. It'll be a pretty long pass, and it's on stainless. I want to increase the longevity of my turning tool. And so for a 1/170 going down to 1 and 125, I'll probably take about a 30 thousandths cut and then check it, because that'll put me down to 1 and 140. I could even go 35 thousandths, so it'll put me down to 1 and 135, just 10 over. So I might try that. So what we'll do is we'll kick on our coolant. We will kick the machine on. I should be already, yeah, I'm already zeroed out. The tool's already touching the material right at 0. I gotta be careful though, because the head of this center is bulky, so my tool's about to run into it. So I'm actually gonna kick my tool a little to the left as much as I can. And then we're gonna feed in, yeah, we'll try 35 thousandths. So here's 10, 20, 35. You can see it just start to hit the material, but I don't have much gap there at all anymore. So we're gonna open the valve, the ball valve for the coolant, get that going. Make sure it's right on the tool, maybe a little bit on the material too, and I'll just hit this lever and start bringing the saddle over. Just taking a smooth, consistent 35 thousandths cut all the way down. And then if the chips punch up, maybe try to grab them so they don't fling the tip of the coolant line, out of the way off the tool. But you want to be careful doing that, because the machine's running and these chips are hot and they're also sharp. So definitely don't want to cut yourself. But yeah, it's doing pretty good so far. And as your clump of chips gets heavier, it'll weigh itself down. It won't be kicking up so much. So maybe I won't have to, yeah, so you just go and start a new line of chips. So yeah, that's basically what it is. Just gonna let this thing do its thing. And there is a snap ring groove, although they were telling me yesterday I don't have to do that for the new one, because the old one wasn't using that anyways. They just added these certain factory bits, like the hole for a pin for the coupling. That wasn't used either, so I don't have to do that. I might do it just in case they happen to change the coupling out in the field on that pump application later down the line. But yeah, all in all, it's pretty good. This keyway is captured, so I won't go all the way to the end. But of course, this keyway is all the way out to the end of the shaft, so I don't have to worry about that. That'll be pretty easy. And yeah, not a real long pump shaft, but it's just this particular style. Just has the seal, impeller. In between, there's a spring for the tension, and then up here is the you put hold the washer on the top, and that connects to a coupling. The other half of the coupling grabs onto the motor shaft, and that's how you get your rotation. That's how it powers the pump. I think that's about all I have to say here. For this tight space in here, when I gotta come in for this front section for 875 or 7/8, turning that down, I'm gonna have to figure something out. I could put the steady rest, which is right here. I could put the steady rest up on the lathe, up on the way or the bed, and have it somewhere that's not where the seal's gonna ride. Maybe back out here. That way I can get this out of the way and turn down my front section 7/8 for the impeller clip. So yeah, one take, I like it. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.